So may I introduce Ava Assegaris. She's the accelerator, plug and play health. So please welcome. She'll moderate our first 5 startups, and she'll speak few words about plug and play and the excellent work she's doing. Go ahead.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Ava. I run the Health Accelerator program at Plug and Play. So Plug and Play, for those of you who are unaware, we're located in Silicon Valley in Sunnyvale. We run a corporate innovation platform where we connect startups at all stages to our corporate partners and to investors. We're also an early stage investor ourselves. So most notably, we made investments in PayPal and Logitech and Danger. And we are one of the most active C stage and Series A stage investors in the Silicon Valley. Last year, we invested in over 220 companies. So I'm very excited to be moderating the first half of the Startup Showcase today. We have 10 great companies, some of which actually came from some of our Plug and Play programs and their alumni. So before we get started, I wanted to introduce the judges, the panel of judges today. So we have Mary Jo Porter, who's the CEO and Managing Director at Healthcare Angels. We also have Harneet Bath, who's the VP of Inpatient Services at VEP Healthcare. We have Sridhar Prathakani, pardon me, President of Future World Studios and a world-famous psychiatrist. We have, yes. We have Oren Eloni Charas, the Managing Director. Oh, okay. What's the change?
Gary Goldman, who's the founder and managing partner of Global Health Impact Fund.
He's on my list. So Oren is Managing Director at Redco. We have Gary Goldman, as you just mentioned, founder and principal at Global Impact Fund. You'll actually see his awesome beer outside. We have Richard Prashia, an investor at Providence Ventures. So judges, you will have a piece of paper in front of you. At the end of all the presentations, your goal is to have all of the, you're basically going to act as an investor. You have $100 million. All of in that column, it should all add up to 100 million. So you can't invest 40 million in one company, 50 million in another, 20 million in another. It all has to add up to 100 million. At the end of the session, you can turn in your slips to either Braj or Yuli, and we'll be announcing the top 3 winners at the happy hour starting at 5. So with that, I want to introduce the first startup. So it'll be Ashish Arte with Surgeri.ai.
Hello. Hi, everybody. My name is Ashish. I am the CEO of Surgeri.ai. We are trying to solve the problem of getting the money in the right hands. So as you know, because of various different changes, primarily moving from to value-based care, almost everybody here, including the providers, are losing a lot of money. To give you an idea, 6% of the reimbursements are being lost every year. That's a huge, huge number. How do we get that back in your hands? So the reason why we found out by talking to about 300, 400, even 600 actually surgeons, doctors, stakeholders was they don't have the right data analytics tools to gather the real world data and then analyze it that can get you your money because insurance companies are not giving it to you. So we said, why is this a big problem and why is it suddenly now? Well, the problem is everybody's moving towards value-based care. It used to be fee-for-service. And it's been accelerated by the FDA's real-world evidence framework. So all the pharma device companies are pushing you all to collect all this data, analyze it. And it's a huge problem. But we are at your help. So Google and all of them have all these data computing functionalities, which was not there 20 years back when AI was still there. So with that, can we change some of the inertia that we had from fee-for-service to value-based care? But it's a problem because the data is everywhere. And you as a practitioner who's expected to provide them outcomes are supposed to gather data from all these places. I mean, it's everywhere, EMR, EHR, registries, claims data, social data, what is the patient doing, patient outcomes. It's frustrating. That's one of the reasons why there is burnout. And so we thought, okay, can we provide a solution? But before we provide a solution, what are they doing now? Well, the largest uses Excel. Everybody's trying to put data in Excel, analyze it. It is not something that will give you outcomes. Some of them are smart, especially in the Valley. They are using fantastic solutions or databases. But you go down to Mississippi, Missouri, you go to East Coast, and a bunch of them are not even using these technologies. They are still going to Excel, which is not going to give you the reimbursements that you want. So we decided to solve this problem. The slides are not, I mean, the images are not there because I moved from Keynote. But we said, how about we empower all of the medical professionals with some of the latest technologies, the tools that you can help practice evidence-based medicine. So you gather and analyze real-time data in real time, and we can provide you with tools that are machine learning. It's secure, it's globally compliant, and I'll show you how we are using it. So it captures data. We can do every single thing for you. We pull data from EMR. You can enter your own data. If you don't have, we'll provide you service to pull data from various sources that you have. You don't have to do the work. We'll do it for you. It goes in a secure cloud. We can run sophisticated analytics on it. It can give you every analytics that you need. We have data scientists. We have mathematicians. We even have AI engineers who can work with you. You just do the thinking. We will do the hard work for you. To give you a quick idea, so this is data for cardiac surgery. What we did was we pulled up our last 20 years of their data. We analyzed it. We put it in the STS format. We ran some machine learning algorithms. We did not design these algorithms. They were already published. They've been publishing since first AI article for cardiac surgery was in '88. So we just implemented them. And what we got was how you get percentages of recoveries, or predictive percentages actually, for hospital stay, ICU stay. What are the risks for using a pump or without a pump, and so on and so forth. So we actually implemented this. This is in practice right now. So who are our customers? We primarily started by running registries. We have about 80 different diseases that are being tracked. Some of these are like orthopedic trauma, aortic aneurysms. We run India's largest cancer registries, liver cancer, gallbladder cancer. We run cross-continental vascular registries, wound care registries. And we have customers in Singapore, India, Australia, Canada, and now in US. The platform is fairly specialty agnostic a bit, if I have to say, but we are primarily focused on cardiovascular, orthopedic, and oncosurgeries. This is our projected revenues for the next 3 years. We are anticipating about 30 million in revenue with about quarter of a million patient records. I know that. And this is our business model essentially. It's analytics as a service. We have basic, premium, professional, and custom. Majority of the customers are in the premium and professional, where we analyze the data for them, and we also build machine learning algorithms whenever they need. The most basic ones are used Southeast Asia, who just collect the data and analyze the data sets. I'm raising a 2.3 million seed round right now. Majority of it will be used for enhancing our analytics engine, and then, of course, business development in US. This is just our history. We started in New Jersey, the other real Silicon Valley, which was back in 1900s. But we were in the heart of Silicon Valley that time. Then we were moved in India. We started working with a lot of surgeons over there. We actually have access to about 100,000 surgeons from India. They are running various different registries in the system. And now we are focused on primarily in New Jersey, but in Northeast right now, simply because the pharma and device companies who are over there are the current focus for us for the next 3 years, because they are the one who will be consuming the real-world evidence and real-world data. These are our competitors. Primarily, everybody who's in the EMR to me, is a collaborator, because we can provide them the analytic services, but they are still our competitors. They can come up with something that we could potentially have. They have the bandwidth, but we can beat them. This is my team. This is our Dr. Viraj, who runs our India office, he's a general practitioner. He has about 14 years of experience running orthopedic hospitals. So he knows the pain that you've been going through. He wants to solve just like all of you are. That's how I met with him. And to give you a little bit more, we've grown so much by word of mouth. My doctors talk about it, my customers talk about it. They go and publish our data. This was an article, even before he called me, he had already published that he wants to use our platform. So we've been doing this for the last 3 years or so. All my customers have gone through word of mouth. The doctors immediately call, hey, you need to get on this platform. So we don't have a marketing team, but now we'll have with your funds. So come join us. We want to empower all of you with the AI tools. We can do it and we can help.
Do we have any questions? I think we only have time for 1 or 2 questions.
How are you going to scale this? What will your sales channels be, and who will be your sales arm?
So for the next 3 years, we are primarily focused on pharma companies and device companies. Within them, the innovation wing are all the groups that are trying to analyze real-world evidence, real-world data. They are my targets. They will be reached out. They're already reaching out to me because they're looking for AI companies doing real-world evidence. So they are my primary partner, but alternatively, which has worked for us for now, is working with surgeons and surgical societies, because they also have a lot of data that needs to be analyzed. So we're trying to capture either the top-down or bottom-up. But to be right now, it's top-down, and we'll be reaching out to the real-world evidence teams or patient outcomes with all the pharma companies that are in Jersey.
One more question we can take from the judges or from the audience. One more question.
So currently, how are you monetizing this? What are your customers? Are you with any large organizations right now?
Yes. So when we started in India, all the large surgical societies for these are already on the platform. So that's how was our first channel. They pay for this is the model. Some of them individuals or individual groups, they sign up for the basic one. They pay as monthly licensing fees for running the small registries. The premium and the professional, which is the largest monetization right now which we have, they need help in analyzing the data. So we have analysts who work with them on a regular basis. So there's a licensing fee. There is, I would hate to say the consulting word because there is more interactivity like that. And then more of a personalization, if I have to say. And then the professional is where they pay for the machine learning algorithms.
So do you have, I mean, can you make a business case now where you can show that there's an organization that's using your services to crunch their data and how much money you've saved them on the other end?
Yes. So this is a global registry that has been built for, well, it's already in practice right now, for a vascular group in Virginia who is running a prostate artery embolization registry. The AI piece is where we will be building an algorithm that tracks right from the images, the surgical procedure, the outcomes, and the patient. Now, another one which is currently just went live over Christmas was a global wound care registry. It was sponsored by a pharma company I think they are in Dallas. And the researchers sit in US, UK, and Austria. And the data comes out of Africa and India. And they see all that in real time. So they're analyzing performance, they're setting up guidelines, they're submitting this real world evidence and data for the next product for FDA. So they're already, I think they're on 3rd trial, so they will be using real world data about wound care, global data about wound care.
Thank you so much.